All right, guys, you're welcome to today's session. This is typically our debugging session, so let's start with that. Do we have anybody who have any debugging problem for us? You know, like whatever issues you're facing, your code or whatever, based on all the stuff that we've done, assignment wise. Do we have anybody that has any debugging issues that we need to deal with first? All right, let's just looks like people are still trying to get in. Okay, well, it looks like nobody has any debugging problems for us. Just a general question though. Like, are you guys following, you know, with the classes and the past sessions, you know, that we have? I know most people are not able to make it to the class, and you know, you have to kind of follow up with the videos and stuff. But like, are you guys having any issues or challenges with any of those? So far, so good. No issues. Nobody. So everybody is following, huh? Everybody. Okay. All right. Awesome. Um, we have like some new Python stuff that we're gonna get into next. So it's kind of like it's kind of like gonna be like a new Python session where we're gonna kind of get into data structures and some of the more advanced Python stuff, you know. So, but we have covered all the basic Python stuff, you know, that we have covered some of the um some of the basic things, you know, like variables, and I think we've mostly covered, you know, loops, if-else statements, iterations, um yeah, error catching, and those are basically like, you know, some of the basic things anybody needs to kind of get started with Python. Um, so, but to get into the advanced stuff, you know, we need like all those theoretical knowledge, especially like data structures, allow us to kind of, you know, understand how to handle data in Python. There are quite a number of ways to do that, and then we'll kind of start getting into those things in our next classes. All right, guys. So we don't have any programming problems from the past classes. You know, nobody is facing any issues, any challenges, you know, what with their computer or whatever. Okay, awesome. So the other thing I wanted to do today, just kind of like show you guys what we're gonna be building. So I'm gonna be sharing my screen. Window, not you, this guy. Okay. No, not you. Not you as well. Yeah, I'm just gonna share my entire screen though. Hey, let me know when you guys can see my screen. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, sir, it's coming up, sir.
Oh, okay. All right. So I spent some time, trying to put together what our what our online platform is gonna look like. I mean, it's basically based on all the problems that we're facing currently. So this is kind of like a draft that I came up with using available AI tools, but it looks pretty sleek. Honestly, it's wowing what AI is able to do at this point in time. Uh, Please be on mute. Who is that? All right. So, like I said, we are definitely going to be building this platform, and the dashboard is going to look something like this. The most important thing is that we have our communication channel, so it's probably going to be like we'll have we'll be able to control different channels for more specific um, subjects, like those guys who are interested in like web development. um we have people who are interested in cybersecurity, data engineering, AI, machine learning, and all of that stuff. So we'll be able to have like separate channels for everybody. And once again, guys, please help me with the invite, with the allowing people in. So if you see anybody on the lobby, please just let them in. Thanks. Alrighty. So we are definitely gonna work hard to achieve this. It's gonna be a challenging project, obviously, because of all the features that are involved, so but we don't have to do this all at once. I think in the meantime, we just need a place to communicate. So the team chat feature is probably gonna be the priority, I guess. And then I'm hoping that we'll be able to have like project specific groups as well, and we'll be able to manage all the projects Scrum style using this platform as well. So we're definitely gonna need the project management board. This is really pretty simplified, I guess, but it needs to be more, more like um a robust project management board. And then people will be able to join into projects, will be able to follow up on a daily basis, and be able to track our progress in the same place, I guess. And the calendar feature is definitely very important. Um, we need we need, like we definitely need this, because I mean right now we've always need to kind of announce all the meetings that we have every day. I need to come in and announce, hey, we're meeting, remember we're meeting today and all of that stuff. But as soon as we have a shared calendar and everybody has access to it, we will definitely be able to do more. And then we will be able to build into this platform a notification system, that will be able to notify everybody for upcoming meetings and all of that stuff. And then eventually, we might be able to, allow people to actually like, schedule their own meetings and, have your own smaller groups and, kind of do your own thing, I guess, and have your own meetings as well. Even if it's not project related or learning related, like for things like networking and all of that stuff. I mean, the way I'm thinking about it, I think we can definitely go far with this platform and do much more. And we definitely need all our recordings in one place, and not just our recordings. I'm hoping that we'll be able to introduce courses and point to other learning materials. Like there are tons of materials on YouTube, but you just being able to find them, the ones that are helpful and all that. So I think as a community, with community effort, we'll be able to populate this platform with most helpful videos from YouTube that will kind of help make our learning faster, right? And our internal classes that we're having, everything can go in here. Obviously, this is going to be one of the most challenging parts of the project because of the complexities that is involved in building, like video, in building like video streaming, the tech, for the video streaming and storage. The storage needs for videos, is definitely huge. So, but from this point onwards, it's definitely like taking up the challenge and just getting through them as soon as much as we can, right? I'm also thinking that we'll be able to, as people are learning and progressing, we'll be able to include job listings, so that our companies can actually, like come in and, put in jobs on our platform as well. And especially those of us who are learning will be able to have access to opportunities in internally. And a lot of people have been asking about certificates and all that. So I decided to include that. Obviously, we'll be able to give people certificates. That's a very simple thing to implement. So we'll also do that, and we might be able to allow people to kind of bring in all the other certifications they have as well to improve your profile or your portfolio on the platform and make it um, easier for you, essentially to be able to land jobs, I guess. I don't really know. I don't really know what I'm thinking about these scholarship opportunities, but I guess we'll see. But it just kind of felt like it could be something that we'll have, but maybe we'll see what we can do with this. Um. Well, so far so good. That's basically it. I mean, it's looking good, but there's a whole lot of work that we're actually going to being able to achieve this, and it's also going to be capital intensive as well because, like, we're going to be needing infrastructure, storage, networking, and even being able to integrate premium APIs to be able to like handle all this meeting calendars and video hosting, and even the charts, to be able to have the charts in real time and all of that stuff. So, but this is just the beginning. Hopefully we'll be able to achieve it. Hopefully we're not gonna give up. This is definitely an ambitious project, so we are inviting everybody who can contribute in any way that they can. Whether you're, you have programming skills, web development skills, project management, front end, or even community management, like helping with the affairs of the community, and kind of making sure that we are on track and all that. Everybody is invited to join. This is going to be our first project and also our signature project, and it kind of makes sense that we build it by ourselves. That's going to be a lot of bragging rights. All right, guys, I think that's definitely it. The final product, might not end up exactly like this, I guess, but yeah, this could be a starting point. So what do you guys think? Let's see what I can do here. Let me actually stop sharing and share just the anybody, any suggestions, any observations, any questions? Hey Dean. Hey Dean. Yeah, go
Hello?
ahead.
Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
I hear. Yep, I hear you.
Okay. Hi. First of all, this is my first time here. I just found out about this group today. I guess I heard part of. So what I'm looking at is what you're building, this talent plug application here, web application here.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
Okay, cool. So yeah, then so well, a little bit about me. I'm an IT professional. I started from the ground up. I was doing like break fix, help desk, desktop support, and then now just general IT support.
Mm.
And I just finished school for network system management, but in that course, I started taking Python, and HTML, CSS, which prompted me to really start learning about AI. And now I'm running AI like on my own local systems now. So that's what intrigued me about this group that you have here. And I think you were saying that you needed something like network infrastructure. And have you thought about the cloud?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
OpenStack, as well, that's the one I'm referring to, OpenStack, as an affordable option to launch this project.
Okay, well, I haven't, I don't really know much about OpenStack, but that sounds interesting. It sounds like you know more about it. Do you think it can help us, and if yes, and which areas?
Okay, so OpenStack can be it's first of all it's the open source version of like AWS or Google Cloud. So it's going to be like way more affordable than using AWS or anything like that. There is cost involved, but it's because of the open source nature of it. You can virtually have everything you need. In the cloud to run your app, to run servers in the cloud, run the storage, basically everything at a very affordable price compared to Amazon Web Service or Google Cloud or Microsoft version of that.
Mm-hmm. Wow, interesting. But how can anybody possibly make the cloud open source? I mean, it's not like
Oh,
the cloud is like a piece of software. It's actually
it's
mostly hardware.
more. It was put together by basically like the Linux organization. So they make it is, like I said, there is charge to it, but because it is open source, they have a lot. It reduces a lot of costs that, like I said, Amazon Web Service would have. So like I'm in the process of creating my own personal cloud, and in that
Mm-hmm.
cloud, I'm like I said, I'm already running my own AI, my own Gemma on my personal laptop, one of my laptops that I have Linux Mint on, and it's actually running very good. And it didn't know. I so I'm this right now I'm going through the test, and while I was testing it, it didn't know it wasn't connected to the internet because I wasn't on the internet when I was doing it. So basically, I'm learning how to run AI in a private way for like personal business matters so that the it's not connected to their servers and they're learning from me or can take my ideas or anything like that.
Oh, okay. So it uses your local hardware on your computer and kind of turns that into a cloud environment for you.
Yes.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I guess that would be awesome, like for the development and stuff, and then you only get to, get into the cloud and start spending money when you're ready, and not during the development phase. I can see how that would be very helpful.
I put the link in so you can check it out.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man. Thanks for your contributions. I mean, we definitely need all hands on deck. If you want to join us in the project. Actually, I have like a Google form, so I'm just gonna put that into the I'm just gonna put that into the chat. Like anybody that wants to kind of indicate interest that, hey, I wanna join in building this thing. It has kind of section, just like your name and stuff, and then which areas you want to contribute so that we can start planning and start working towards it. It's all this information, like we are all bringing to the table, and the skills and everything that we need to actually like achieve this. So appreciate everybody who is contributing, and definitely, look at the form and let us know, if there is any areas that you can pitch in. All right. Thanks so much, Hedin, for your contributions as well.
No problem. I like this. This is a pretty cool group.
All righty. Okay. Any other person? Marshall.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
It's interesting to have um the house filled with like-minded people. Once more, special thanks to you, and also it's also interesting to have someone like Hayden in the house. Um, I'm very sure that we're moving in the right direction. And
Yep.
for someone that like Hayden or another person in the house with you know the ability to think outside the box and ability to come up with new ideas. I was hoping there could be opportunity to share in terms of knowledge maybe teaching what he has to help us all improve, because to some of us, the way he explained himself, it seems like he's English, but it's like he's speaking in foreign language. You understand the words, but we would like to grow more. I was hoping if it was possible for him also to have an audience, maybe at a stage or at a stage in this movement, he has an opportunity to chip into, you know, a few of his prowess and ability, and we can all learn from it. That's an opinion of mine.
Okay. I mean, I could respond to that, but I think, Hayden, do you have anything to say to that request?
Oh, yes, that's kind of the reason why I joined the group. So I'm here in South Carolina, United States, and I've will be visiting Ghana within the next year, and I wanted to do more than just be a tourist. I wanted to connect with tech, not people in my field over there because I've been studying Ghana. I've been studying well, basically the western region of Africa, and like I see um so many opportunities to in my field that I can bring. And I am thinking about moving there one day. But first, we're going to start with the visiting first. But this, I guess, how to say like this, I'm more about building something for ourselves, something that can't be stolen. I I just graduated and I'm continuing school. I have like 8 more classes to complete like cybersecurity. So I'm kind of like a well-rounded IT support technician and going into development, but more coding is it's I like it. I like that I can understand it now. I like that I took the Python class and the HTML. But after using AI, I'm like, okay, do I need to know everything about it? But I'm starting to find like my niche. And as I started going to more of these like these kind of groups with tech, I started, honing in on like where my talents can lie. So
Mm.
one certification that I'm going for is the Microsoft Azure the cloud practitioner. And being from a person who've um, troubleshooted and maintained like physical network, everything is moving to cloud for a reason, and it's easy to okay, I'm not gonna say easy, but you can start building your own cloud, and I guess that's why I see looking at like Burkina Faso and following what they're doing, like, they're like on the right path, the way they're building up all of these industries and stuff like that. And for the youth here, or like me and the youth over there, like this is where everything is. And I want people to understand this. I want people to understand this field versus just being a consumer of it or a user of it, just having a phone and always on an app, not knowing how the app works. And I had the pleasure of going to some of these web apps, which is so much better than the phone apps because it works, a lot of these web apps, they're being launched from like these open source, from the open source cloud, and it just takes away a lot of the unnecessary expenses that having a traditional network have. And so that's where I'm coming from. That's where my heart lies. And like I'm an IT person. And as I build, I'm starting to see more and more. And my goal is to like everything I went to school, I've archived it. And I'm preparing it like training documents and all of that kind of stuff. So this is me. I know how to troubleshoot. I know how to partially how to build it. I know how to build it from school in theory, and with like Cisco packet tracer, but I just haven't had the chance to actually build a network myself, just like physically. But because the knowledge is there, and then as I started using AI more, I'm seeing like this path. It's not something that's too far fetched or out of reach. If as long as I continue just learning something every day and moving forward into a solid maintaining my solid foundation and continue to grow from there, I don't see what cannot be done.
Yep, I agree with you. Yeah, I mean, like it's really awesome because every day you wake up every day and there is always some new stuff, to get excited about in tech, especially right now with AI, everything is just, moving really fast, and there are just new awesome stuff coming out every day. And it's all beautiful. We could definitely use, someone with your experience and background in the community. Myself, I have a lot of experience, working with uh US companies, so I know for sure that it's a whole different atmosphere and a whole different experience. Someone who is coming from that background, definitely has a lot to offer. So we are very happy to have you in our community. And if you do touch down Ghana, it would be nice if you can, touch down Lagos as well. And we can meet up and discuss the how we can move the community forward. I'm definitely committed to, building this out into a lasting solutions for learners. People can find their tribe here, find their people with that share the same interest and the same mindset, and it's gonna basically help people grow. And the idea of building something, have always excited me, so like um I'm all for that. I think this OpenStack that you shared, it's definitely gonna do a lot for us. Like just just thinking about it. I mean, I can already see how we can even use this platform to, kind of build something that will allow our community to learn and practice in a cloud environment without needing to spend money. For instance, we can be able to build something on top of it, and it will give people that opportunity to kind of practice doing stuff in the cloud environment without needing to register in Azure and pay and stuff like that. So like it's the whole reason why we are here. It's the whole reason why we're doing this. So I definitely invite you to contribute more, and whatever in any way that you can contribute. We have some other sessions that we typically have, every other week, that it's not just about, our classes learning Python. It's not just about that. We have like a whole session that we call Tech Talks that happens on Thursdays, and it's usually very insightful. We have more experienced guys joining into that session and sharing ideas like this discussing tech and our future in tech in general. So I also encourage you to, try and, see if you can make it into some of those sessions as well. Yeah.
Oh, definitely. I put my email in the link, and I think I finished the Google, but I'm gonna try it again because I don't remember clicking submit. But oh yeah, I just
Okay.
did. Okay, good, good. I did submit
Okay.
it. But yes,
Okay.
yes, please share that information with me. And like that's also kind of what where I am right now. A lot of people doesn't really do this kind of work. And so like it's I'm kind of like in the country, a country town. And so I guess I'm ask the question the way if I don't know the answer, I know how to get to certain things, and that's what I'm here for.
Okay. Thanks a lot. All righty. All right, guys. Do we have any other questions, any other suggestions or contributions? Okay. Well, I guess it's been nice having you guys. This is all that I have for you guys today. I'm also gonna share the form and the group in the WhatsApp in our WhatsApp group chat. So I encourage you guys to record, even if you're just like still learning stuff and just getting started. You will really benefit a lot from participating in this signature project. Um, this is the project that will allow us to do more projects and do more learning and kind of spread out. You know, have more focused groups on specific career paths and all of that stuff, and be able to build up uh, the community to a point where it will actually be helpful to everybody. So I guess it's good time. So thanks you guys and welcome again and enjoy the rest of your day. Okay. And then the meeting. Bye.